Where are you? Uh-oh. It says you left. Let's try. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. Okay.
You see me?
Don't do
Okay.
anything.
Okay.
What happened?
I don't know, girl. I don't know.
Okay, now we are live.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, without further ado, this is Sister Zahra. She is one of my speakers that'll be at the retreat, inshallah. For those of
So,
you who are still contemplating on going, and for those that have confirmed and got your tickets, so let me introduce her to you. Sister Zahra has been a practitioner of martial arts off and on for the last 16 years. She's a current blue belt with the star. We're going to have to talk about that one. I don't know about that one. And Crescent School of Martial Arts under Shihan Askia Umrani. And her style of martial arts is called ninjutsu, the way of the wind. Alhamdulillah, Allahumma barik. So talk about this star thing. I don't understand that. What's that?
okay, the Star and Crescent. You see
Mm.
my patch right here?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the name of our school. It's
Oh,
called
okay.
the Star and Crescent School of Martial Arts.
Okay. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when I said it was you're a blue belt with a star, what does that mean?
Well, not a blue belt with a star.
Oh.
It was just a blue belt with the Star and Crescent School of Martial Arts.
Oh, okay.
Now, yeah.
I was like, that's new. Okay.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Yes,
Alhamdulillah.
so tell my audience who don't know you or doesn't know you what it is that you will be doing at the retreat, inshallah.
Oh, good. Okay, alhamdulillah. Um, well, first, if I can just start off for a little bit. I'll wait because you may ask me some questions, so I'll just wait just in case so it's not repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
But my focus at the retreat is to first explain to the sisters the benefits of martial arts.
Mm.
Okay, the benefits of martial arts, most importantly for a woman.
Mm.
Yes, absolutely, especially during this day and time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then from there, I will be happy to just show a few demonstrations of certain things that we can do to protect ourselves if we find ourselves being assaulted. Just a few little things that we can use that can help us, such as a cell phone.
Mm.
You know, a cell phone can help save your life. I'll show a technique with the cell phone.
Nice.
A lot of times, if a woman might be assaulted by a man, he may try and choke her first.
Mm-hmm.
So I will definitely show some demonstrations on how to get out of a chokehold, and possibly even show how we can even use our hijab as a weapon.
Nice.
Or even like a deterrent, or just a way to create an opportunity to free yourself, or to escape. You can actually use your hijab.
Cool.
Yeah. So just to basically give sisters just a few pointers, inshallah,
Okay.
and hopefully get them, excited and I want them to desire to want to take a martial arts class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No. All right. I see the hearts. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Oh, I see the hearts. Okay. I was like, what's that?
Yeah, so for you sisters who have been confined to the home due to COVID, who have gained some COVID fat, this is going to help you get moving. And inshallah, it's just one of the activities that we'll be doing. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome. So the retreat, for those of you that haven't known about it, we will be here in Georgia, March 12th through the 14th. And Sister Zahra is going to be showing some self-defense techniques. Not only is she going to be showing it, but we're going to pair up and we're going to do what she does. And she's going to check and make sure we're doing it right, inshallah.
Right. We're going to do what she does.
We're going to try.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll be mindful to, not be too hardcore. I know how to, take it easy in the beginning. Like I said, it's just basic moves. And I'm also going to just engage the women and find out what it is that they're interested in and what it is they would like, because it may also shift the focus of what I'll demonstrate. It may just be that I may add some extra things in there too, such as certain blocks, maybe certain type of punches. It just depends. We'll just fill it out, but definitely I want to share with sisters how to definitely get free of being choked, and just use some basic things that you may have around in your purse, that can definitely help you. And these sisters better be ready, because I am going to make y'all do some jumping jacks first. Y'all do some jumping jacks. We get that cardio going. I might even make you do some push-ups and some sit-ups.
Uh-oh.
So we're not coming that.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty long. Mm-hmm.
And so the particular style, talk about that, the way of the wind.
Ninjutsu, yes. I've taken other martial arts as well. Like I have taken Kung Fu before, and I've also taken Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
Before.
So what's the difference between Jiu-Jitsu and Ninjutsu?
To me, Jiu-Jitsu focuses more on a lot of floor work, ground work, a lot of wrestling type of work.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Excuse me, almost grappling.
Okay.
So to speak. I like Jiu-Jitsu as well, because I like also that it does a lot of focus on face work too. The clawing at the eyes. To get somebody off your claw work, tiger style. Jiu-Jitsu can bring about a lot of tiger style for you as well. Okay, they do it. But with Ninjutsu though, I like Ninjutsu for women. Because it allows you to be able to use certain things. Like I said, like you can use a broom. Because like the bow staff, we use weapons, and one of my favorite weapons is the bow staff. Okay. And the bow staff is very similar to a broom. So if someone is in your house, where my broom at? You know what I mean? You have access to certain weapons that can age as well. So I like ninjutsu for women for those reasons, and a lot of joint breaking.
Nice.
Yeah, joint breaking, and just a lot of, I just love the style of martial arts of it, because there are just so many different techniques. I like the techniques of ninjutsu, and the way of the wind is because the way we're able to move, certain techniques we have, which allows us to be able, to move swiftly and smoothly, and get out of harm's way. So it has a lot of Tai Sabat movement, which is also it's a form of like Tai Chi.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
Absolutely. So I just prefer for that, because sometimes when you tell people you do martial arts, the first thing they say, oh, she do karate. No, I don't do karate. It's a totally different style of martial arts, So you just, if you want to be someone who wants to learn about being a martial arts practitioner, you will read up about the different styles of it and see what suits you and see what you like, and, go from there.
Okay.
Ninjutsu, I always prefer that, and I always just want to suggest ninjutsu for women. Okay. Yeah.
And so with that style, does it have the same belt sequence as the other styles?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It can't. I don't think we have I know we start with our white. Everybody starts with a white, going to a yellow. You're going to a green. You're going to a blue. After the blue, some go straight to a brown. I think we go to the brown after the blue, then the black. Some other people add a purple. I think we do have a purple. We might have a purple. Okay. I don't believe though, but I'll check. But purple, and some have an orange.
Yes, I've seen that.
And then, and then go to a brown and a black. But understand that just because you get to like a blue level status or a green belt status, you may spend a few years as a green belt.
I've heard that.
Because it's no rush. Because with every few months of you becoming that new belt, your shihan or your sensei will test you. They'll test you. And if you don't pass the test, they're not going to raise your belt. It may be, okay, you're going to spend 6 more months on this particular belt. You need to focus better on your kicks. You can focus better on your block techniques or something. So then maybe 4 months go by, they'll test you again. And if you pass the test at that point, then your belt is raised.
Okay.
And there's a little ceremony involved with it. You know, you feel good when you get your belt. You get a certificate. Everybody praises you. You know, because you work for it. You know, you worked for it. You know what I mean? So, alhamdulillah, it's a good feeling. You know, and then you feel good knowing that you have these self-defense techniques that you can use to protect yourself. You know, there's something that comes along with being a martial arts practitioner. It's called muscle memory. After you've done it for so long, the muscles just automatically memorize it.
Nice.
And not seeking out altercations, but I have had some. And the muscle memory kicks in. It does. It kicks in automatically because you don't go out into a street fight or you don't get into an altercation with a person and stand there. You know, you don't do that. You know, that's just not a natural thing that we as African Americans do. You know, you may just get into your regular fight stance for protection. But once someone gets within your, and I'll show you this at the retreat, you have a certain closeness that you will allow somebody to come into your space. I'll show you that. Once they pass that closeness, then you have to attack. Because they've come too close to you. And to be that close to you, they don't have any good intention for you except to attack you. You know what I mean? So once that happens, that muscle memory will kick in. And you will find that you are doing a technique or something that you've learned to get this person off of you, or it kicks in. And you don't even plan it. It just happens. You know, so that's why it's good to be consistent in the practice of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Alhamdulillah. So, as Sister Zahra and I are talking, if you all have any questions, please type them in the chat so she can answer your questions, inshallah. So, for those of you that came in late, I have Sister Zahra here talking about what she's going to be doing at the retreat. She's going to show us some self-defense techniques, inshallah, and her practice is ninjutsu, the way of the wind. Alhamdulillah.
Yes. Absolutely.
And so for those of you that came in late and that will be at the retreat, unlike many demonstrations you see, you know, just the person teaching with her assistant, we're going to pair up. Not only is she going to have her assistant, but we're going to pair up and try to do what she's doing, inshallah.
Absolutely. I'm going to definitely make it fun, but at the same time, we're going to make sure that you know that the technique works. So if I tell the sister to choke you, she's going to be choking you. Because you have to know that it works. You know what I'm saying? You want to know that if you really find yourself in this situation, that you can get out of it. You know, so alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Good.
Yeah. And another thing about ninjutsu, like I said, is, you know, we use different weapons. You know, as time goes on, you know, if we engage in doing this again, you know, maybe I'll introduce some weapons. Okay. You know, knife techniques.
Nice.
Yeah, knife techniques, and definitely, like I said, the bow staff. I've been hitting my head so many times with that bow staff. I had a couple of knots on my head before, you know, because I didn't duck. You know? But definitely, it's just a beautiful way of life as far as martial arts goes, because it's such a good balance to it. You know, it's not like karate as far as like taekwondo. We go to taekwondo. Taekwondo is all about kicks. Those high kicks to the head. Nobody out in the street kicking nobody in the head. Nobody doing that. You know, with ninjutsu, you're going to focus on kicking somebody in their kneecap. You know, you rather get that kneecap so they'll go down. You know what I mean? Things like that. You know, focus more on kicking of the kneecap, or the side, or, you know, lower kicks. The thrust kick, you'll focus more so on kicking somebody in their stomach, because that's gonna back them up off of you. Even like I said, if it's just enough time for you to run, you know, you don't always have to keep trying to stay engaged the whole time. If there's opportunity for you to get away, you want to do that.
Right.
Yeah. You know. Yeah. So alhamdulillah. I'm
Alhamdulillah.
hoping that we do have enough sisters that want to come on and really participate. It'd be great. I think it's great what you're doing. I have to tell you, I
Alhamdulillah.
appreciate what you're doing also.
Alhamdulillah.
No.
Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
Okay. I don't see any questions.
Because they scared. They scared. Let me say this. You know, Hudra. You know Hudra Wahaj?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hudra Wahaj was one of my favorite spar partners.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and Hudra would really get it in. We would really get it in. Mashallah, she's a good martial arts practitioner too. We would really, and I miss that with her. You know, we really tear that bow staff up, you know, together really good. You know, it's important to have a good partner.
Yes.
A good spar partner or someone who is as engaged as you, because that's when you know that it really works. You know, I had my lip busted. Who bust my lip? Angela, I'm gonna call her out. Angela Baldwin. Angela Baldwin. I ain't never forget it. Never forget it, girl. She busted my lip. And it was okay. Or was it her sister Aisha?
One of them, right?
Whichever one does martial arts, she busts my lip.
This Aisha. That's Aisha.
Aisha. Okay. And it's okay because you know you want to make sure the techniques work. So it's not about being no baby. We about to spar. You know what I mean? So sisters, come on in there with your big girl hats on. Sisters, you know, come on in there with your big girl panties on.
That's right. And your workout clothes. Like I said, we got to move.
That's right, because I might even flip one of you. I won't do that.
Look, not on purpose. Alhamdulillah.
Now, okay.
So it's my dua, you know, because I've been trying to get between you and Aisha, one of you all to teach us for years. So it's my intention that, you know, inshallah, so, you know, from this that you know, inshallah, we will have an actual class established, you know, that we can learn from you, inshallah.
Inshallah, yes. And, you know, we've been talking a little bit about that, Radia. So, you know, alhamdulillah, it looks like there's a possibility for it this time, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Because, you know, Allah loves consistency.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So, you know, we have to be consistent because that's the only way someone's going to see a positive outcome or be able to say, oh, this does work. I've been training off and on for 16 years. You know, that's a long time, you know. Man, subhanAllah, you know, and, you know, my Shehan, he continues to encourage me because he wants me to be able to teach sisters.
Right.
He said all the time, you come on, Zahra, you got to get to black belt. You got to get to black belt now so you can open a dojo.
Right. Yes, absolutely.
I'm trying. You know, I'm trying to get to brown belt. You know, subhanAllah. You know, and then with the whole COVID, you know, we had at one point in time we started just working out in the park. You know, because we could, you know, to have the social distancing and in air. You know, and of course that was hard. You know, we doing push-ups in the grass. You know, and trying to work out in the grass. But you know, we did that as long as we could until Maghrib started, you know, getting darker earlier. And started getting a little cold. So, inshallah, as soon as it gets a little warmer, we may embark back out into the park again. I don't know if we'll be able to go back to the facility yet, but at least the park. So with COVID, you're alone. You know, and I don't have any spar partners. I try to make my daughter spar with me. She's like, Mom, you're too dangerous. You know, and I'm like, you've been in the same class. You know, we have to. You know, and I can't spar with my husband because he's not a martial artist, but he's dangerous. So I'm like, wait, you know, so I can't get no real practice. You know, so I'm just practicing, you know, myself, you know, keeping up with what I know for my own, you know, own self, you know. So, you know, alhamdulillah, I'll be glad when we get the chance, like I said, to be back engaged because, you know, you have to continue to do it.
No.
Inshallah.
Yes, ma'am. So, thank you so much for joining.
Yes, and like I said, I encourage any sisters who love martial arts or interested in it at all. I'm telling you, my first love was my mother took me to a Bruce Lee movie.
Girl.
When I was probably like 9 or something. My mother took me to see Bruce Lee for the first time, and not only did I fall in love with him, I fell in love with him first of all, but then just that was my introduction to, oh my God, martial arts. You know what I mean? And I've just loved it ever since. So yeah, so if there's any sisters out there that have a passion and want to learn and want to try, want to do it, please join the retreat with Radia, inshallah. Let me show you some moves and some techniques, and then inshallah, from there, like she said, maybe you'll join my class, or even my class with my Shihan, Because it's one thing, too, I'll throw this at you, too, real quick, Radia. It's one thing to be trained by yours. He was a sensei when I started, but not the Shihan. So it's one thing.
So what's the difference?
He's his higher rank.
Okay.
He's higher. So it's one thing to be trained by your sensei or Shihan and just teaching you, and they're better than you, of course. But to go to a competition and then watch your Shihan with another black belt or two, then you feel like, yes, my Shihan is, you feel more excited about training under that particular Shihan, because you see that everything they're training you in, you watch them do it with somebody else that they don't know, and it works. Oh yeah, it's very Well,
I want to commend you. You've been doing this, in between babies and everything.
I know. He always makes me stop when I get 4 months pregnant. He's like, "No, you can't train no more. I'll be mad." Yeah, you remember that, right?
I'm so glad that you're consistent. We in my case, I never stayed in any one place for any length of time to have anything going. I'm not even talking about babies. There was that, but I couldn't stay still long enough.
Yeah. Well, that's why I say it's a passion. You gotta have a passion for it. I just think it's, and when you look at some of those sisters over in Iran and Iraq, oh my gosh, have you seen some of those sisters online?
I've seen. I don't know if that's where they were or not, but I remember years ago, and I reposted them. I would see some sisters working out and stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Those sisters bad. Right? You seen them? Those sisters are bad. So you just aspire. I just want to aspire. I've trained with a sister sometime too. Do you know Sister Halima Freeman?
Yes.
Okay.
She's on here.
Oh, she's on here? Halima? I don't see, but okay. Okay, Halima's a bad girl.
Uh-oh, Halima, you've been holding out.
No, Halima's a bad girl. Let me tell you, subhanAllah, Halima's been training, if I may speak on her, longer than I have.
Oh, wow. Listen to this. Oh, I'm going to get you, Halima.
I don't know how you don't know that. She can train. SubhanAllah. We've trained under the same Sida Gul. This is a female instructor.
Okay.
I'm black belt. Sida Gul. And Sister Naqueva, she's a bad girl. She's a bad girl. SubhanAllah. And I love when I get the opportunity to go and train with her, but her dojo is so far from me, and that's the reason why, I'm not able to be consistent with her, but I would love to be consistent with Sida Gul Naqueva. SubhanAllah, she's phenomenal. And I know that Halima has trained with her for 20 years. So sometimes when I do go, I get to work with Halima a little bit, too. Halima's dangerous.
Okay, well then that's not the same Halima then. Or is it? Is it Halima? Soap Emporium Halima?
No.
Oh, okay. I didn't think so. I was like, when you said 20 years, I'm like, no, that ain't her.
No, I know Rain was in here. It's my buddy. This is a different Halima.
Okay.
I'll just show you her later.
Okay.
She's a bad girl.
Okay.
So I just want to, I'm just giving props. To another Muslima that I know for a fact is a bad girl too.
Okay.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. She might be my assistant. We'll see.
Okay.
Inshallah. Yeah, so alhamdulillah. So yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining. Does anybody have any questions before we go? I know a couple of you all came in, after, this is towards the end. Do you have any questions? I don't see.
They've come in. I've seen them. They've come in and out and in and out and in and out.
I'll give you a minute more to type something if you have something you want to ask. We weren't going to keep you all long. Just give you a little taste.
Absolutely.
And an introduction.
School of Martial Arts. Happy to represent for Shehan Onrani.
Alhamdulillah.
My Shehan's a bad boy. He originated in Brooklyn and trained with you would see this brother on he's on Facebook. I want to call him Kareem, but that's not his name. I know Hanshi is his last name. Hanshi. I want to call him Kareem Hanshi, but he's a bad boy. SubhanAllah. His daughters, you know his daughter. He has, you remember these two sisters named Aisha and Amina?
Yes.
Their dad.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know.
Yeah, he's bad. He's bad.
Yeah, he's like the head of my Shehan.
Oh, okay.
So he has come down to our class sometime and taught us techniques. Yeah, so when he comes, it's like a workshop. You know what I mean? We're going to work for 2 days, and he's going to come and teach us some things that we don't, you know what I mean? So, yeah, he's higher than Shehan, too, but I just want to call the brother Hanshi. He's the way of the wind also. Okay. Yeah, he's high. He's a higher than our dojo comes from him, kind of, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah, so alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, when I remember when Aisha told me that her father taught martial arts, and I was like, hello. And she's like, no.
We used to train in the same class together. Yeah, I used to train with them. I used to train with there's a few sisters that I used to train with too. But life happens, and
you're the main one still standing.
Cause I love it.
You and Aisha.
No, yeah, Aisha. Baldwin. Yeah, the one that busts my leg. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, so alhamdulillah, I'm happy that she's continuing on also, because like her sensei, I don't know what he's called. I don't know what he's called. He might be a Sijo. He might be a Siho. Mujahid. Her Sifu, if I'm not mistaken, was Brother Mujahid. And I remember I just went in his class one day as like a guest or something like that, because you do that. You may float around and somebody's, if you know somebody else who's a martial arts practitioner, they may say, hey, come to my class for a day or so. You come as a guest, but you're also getting an opportunity to see what else somebody else does, share a technique, learn a technique, which is cool, So it's kind of like an each one, teach one,
Nice. Nice.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Okay, well, I don't see any questions, and I know like 2 people just came in, but I'm gonna keep this live, and you all can watch it from the beginning. And if you have any other questions, feel free to DM me or Sister Zahra. And if you all are contemplating coming to the retreat, I just keep trying to get each of my speakers to. I sound like a Sister Khadija. I keep trying to get each of my speakers to, go on live with me so that you all can get to know who they are, and and just see if it's something. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See if it's something that will pique your interest enough, for you to make that click and get the ticket, inshallah. And so while I have you all here, because for whatever reason, right now I'm a one-woman show. Tickets will be, I have it on there on the 4th, but I'm going to let it go out until, so you have a week left to get your ticket. Last time I checked, there still were some of the sale tickets available. But again, once that, those have sold out, it goes back up to the regular price. And the same for any sponsors. And we're looking for corporate sponsors as well. So if maybe you're reluctant to come, you're not ready to come out because of COVID and all of these things, but somebody who might or who would want to, please share all of this information that I'm sharing with you all, so that they have at least a chance to de-stress and release and get poured into. There's no babies I already had somebody ask me, well, can I come? I have children, and my husband can stay in the room with the child. I said, nope, no brothers, no babies, not even nursing babies. We want only sisters, and you're gonna have to leave your cell phones. No distractions. There'll be time. If there's like emergency or something like that, there'll be time. Breaks in between. Of course, we're breaking for Salat. Everything's gonna be in accordance with the salawat, and so everybody's gonna need to just de-stress, inshallah. We've been on these devices long enough.
They might need those cell phones though for the demonstration.
Well, for the demo. Look, for the demo only. For the demo only. Inshallah.
Inshallah, yeah.
Okay, well, I want to thank you once again for coming on with me and my audience, and inshallah, we'll talk again soon. And I'm getting ready. I'm excited. I'm I'm nervous and excited at the same time. Inshallah.
Don't be nervous. You'll be glad after, because you'll really walk away feeling like I know something.
Inshallah. No.
Yeah, inshallah. Yeah, so I'm excited too.
Okay.
I can't wait. Inshallah.
All righty.
Yeah, so jazakallah khair.
وإياكي سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Alrighty, people. Assalamu alaikum. Be resilient, inshallah.
No. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.